BJ, we got B Pinnell, we got Megan, we got Waldrop, we got Stanifer, we got the regular Ashholes rolling back in. Happy Saturday. You guys still might not be hearing me talk because of advertising. So maybe I should just hold off for a minute. I don't know how long ads are. Can you sometimes you can skip them, sometimes you can't. I don't understand. Oh wait. Actually, no, that's got to be lots. That's got to be lots of time. And people are leaving. But that number lies to me. So who knows? Who knows anymore? Oh. You never have an ad. Oh, right. Some of you have ad blockers and stuff. Which means I make even less money for doing this. That's fine. I love that you come anyway, even if you have an ad blocker. How you doing, B. Pinnell? Your bowl is in the mail, my man. Waldrop uses ad blockers, so I'm stuck with me in all my Canadian glory. Well, that's the price you pay for having an ad blocker. Yeah, Megan's ads are done. She's here. There's always a little bit of a delay between when I say things and when you hear them. BJ says happy birthday. Thank you. It's not my birthday today, but this is the birthday edition of the show. It was my birthday on Tuesday. But it's the birthday edition of my show because I'm giving a gift out. And so I'm saying happy birthday to me and giving everyone else a chance to win a pen tonight. We're going to do some more pens. And the reason I'm doing pens, I'm going to be honest with you, is that I have people coming over to celebrate my birthday. So I need to be able to control the length of the show. So I can do pens until I feel the show is done because my friends are arriving. So we'll do a few pens until I feel like that's long enough for a show and my friends are going to show up soon, and then we'll give one out. Oh, I didn't bring a piece of paper to do a draw. I'm going to have to go inside and get a piece of paper to do a draw. I mean, I probably have something. How old am I? I am 40. I almost said 30. I almost started with 30. I am 43. 42? 43. 1979. What 79, it is 2021, 42, right? Yeah. BJ says 42. Pinnell says 40. Okay, I'm 42 this week. I was like, we did my 40th birthday party the last year that we could have birthday parties. So that was 2 years ago. Because last year we couldn't have thrown a big thing. So the year before was my 40th. So yeah, 42. Who cares? Who cares? Some days I feel 27. Some days I feel 89. Like, we invented that system of time measurement anyway. It's all just make-believe. But that's how many times the planet has gone around the sun since I got on it. Oh, everybody cool? Everybody smooth? Everybody clicking that thumbs up button? Doesn't look like everybody's clicking that thumbs up button. That's important for some reason. Apparently, according to the people who do this. I'm coming up on a year pretty soon. I should look back. I'm coming up on a year, if I'm not there already, of doing this show weekly with a couple of gaps, a couple of week-long gaps. But I think it was around beginning of September last year. I think maybe it was around now that I started doing the show weekly. I'll have a look back. But it feels like I've done about 48 shows in the last 52 weeks. I'm having a beer already, just so you know. Don't come on my show and tell me not to drink beer and operate power tools. Not too much chatter tonight. How are you guys doing? What's going on? I am on, right? It's still the time, the clock is still counting. I'm just talking to nobody tonight. Come on, guys. Let's have some chitter chatter. No, Misfits here. What up? What up? Dude's turning up a storm. He's making a huge mess. He has a giant lathe, and it looks like fun. If I was allowed in the States, I would come visit him and try his giant lathe. Bought a new scroll saw. Nice. You gonna get into scroll working? I've often thought a scroll saw would be nice, but I don't really have I don't have a big enough shop for like another station, and I think a scroll saw deserves like a station. But it would be cool. Had a woodcut today with the club. Got some more maple and cherry blanks freshly cut. There you go. Nice, nice. I am still no further along on the cabinet, the lathe tool cabinet, because I actually didn't have a very productive week in the shop. I was busy doing other stuff this week. I made a couple of pens on my actual birthday because I needed to make something on my actual birthday. Had one, didn't use it for years, gave it away earlier this year, then needed it. That's kind of how I feel about my miter saw. Like, my miter saw is what started me out in woodworking. It was my first ever tool. Well, not my first ever tool, my first ever power tool, I think. And it's what got me started making things out of wood. And I used it all the time until I made a crosscut sled for my table saw. And then I used it never. And then I sold it for cheap. And I wouldn't say that there have been times since I sold it that I needed it, but there were a couple of times since I sold it that it would have been easier to do a thing with the miter saw than like long things that want to cantilever off the table saw when you're trying to cross cut them and things. Or like long bevel cuts, like 18-inch wide angled cuts. Kind of, yeah, but it is what it is. Ordered a new bandsaw. Can't. So excited to wait 6 weeks for it to arrive. Okay, Misfit is. I'm gonna say he bought the Laguna 18BX. Am I close? Because that dude's he's good at spending money on quality tools. Patches is back. Oh, what's the mic count? I buy wood in bulk, so I use miter saw for breaking wood into manageable pieces. Yeah, see, I break down my rough stuff with like a jigsaw now instead of a chop saw, which is not a huge hassle. But okay, close. Rikon 10 347. Okay, that's like the next saw up from mine. Yeah, nice. That's a good one. That'll treat you good. But now you bought the Rikon bandsaw, you bought the Laguna lathe. Pretty sure you want to be me. Pretty sure. Except he's like buying like my stuff one better. Like he's like, oh, Mike has that. I'm gonna buy the next model up from that. And Like, oh, you got the 326. I'm gonna buy the next step up with Raycon. Oh, you bought the 1216. I'm gonna buy the 3784. Like, it was only a few hundred more than the 14. Okay, there you go. Scroll saw is Ryobi. Ryobi's fine. That was my chop saw. My chop saw was Ryobi. I have far fewer hand planes. Okay. I bought another box of hand planes because I can't help myself when I see hand planes on like Marketplace or Craigslist or whatever, and they're basically giving them away like for $10-15 each, kind of a thing. I just buy them. I don't know why, because I'm of the opinion that like someday I'm gonna get them all refurbed and I'm gonna get them back up and to their old glory. And like it's, look at this. Ooh, that was sitting on something gross at some point. And I don't need this. This is not a great plane. But I bought this batch of 3 planes because it has a number 3 in it. And I don't have a number 3. So now I have a number 3. And it's not in terrible condition. A little bit of surface rust, but no like pitting level rust. And it's the number 3. So now I have a 3, a 4, a 4.5, well, 3, a couple of 4s, a 4.5, a 5, a 5.5, a 62.5, a 6, a 5 corrugated, a couple of block planes. Yeah, no, it's the collection is filling out, but I buy cheap planes. There's 3 more hand planes that I don't need. But now I got a number 3. So 3 is nice. Got a 1, 2, 6, and 8. That's a good mix. You don't have a number 4? How do you not have a number 4? You need a good 4, 4.5, and a 5, 5.5, and a block plane. Oh, your hand planes are trash. Even trash hand planes you can make into functioning hand planes. Trash hand planes you're not gonna be able to make them into awesome hand planes, but you can make them into functional hand planes. Harbor Freight number 4, that might be a lot of work. Just don't, yeah, if you don't need it. I have more planes than I need, and I don't use most of them because they aren't tuned up and into like functioning condition. You have so many people try to buy the number 1. Yeah, probably because it's like a rarity collector item. They're not going to use it. Functional at best. Yeah, you might be able to make the Harbor Freight one into a functional at best, but want to make boxes, so need a couple before long. Yep. Yeah, yes and no. You got a jointer and a planer, and you get 1 plane that you can use as a smoother, you're probably fine. Happy birthday, Wooden Peeps and Mike. Bennett's here. And he's, in fact, going to be here after the show. I hope. He's supposed to. I have a Harbor Freight that I turned into a scrub plane. That's what this one. That's the plan for this Shelton. Is to open the mouth, camber the blade, because it's in relatively good shape. Tote's not broken. It's going to make that into a scrub plate. want a good smoother jack plane? Yeah, just buy the Veritas 62. Dude, you just spend the money on, like, if you're gonna spend, if you only need one plane, spend the money and get a Veritas. I've never used Lee Nielsen. I hear good things, but my Veritas low angle jack, 90% of the work that I do. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Making some pens tonight. Should we get making some pens, or do you want to keep talking? Veritas Custom Smoother. I don't have a Veritas Custom Smoother, if that's the question, but that would be a good one for making boxes. They have Veritas has a bevel up smoother. So it's essentially a number 4. I think it's actually closer to number 3 size plane. Bevel up smoothing plane. That would be nice. Number 8 with a shooting board, yeah. Thought you didn't know. My only Veritas. Oh, well, okay, I've got the low angle jack. I've got the Veritas apron plane. Those are my 2 Veritases. I don't have a Veritas smoother. I might for Christmas. I might have one for Christmas. And if I do, I probably will get the low angle smoother if I get a Veritas smoother. Because the low angle I find more of a versatile tool. You can actually change the angle of attack by changing the bevel on the iron instead of having to buy another frog. So for $40 you can buy another iron and angle it different. The one you can change frogs for different angles. No, don't do that. Buy the bevel up. If you want to do anything that has that you want to be able to use different angles in, just buy a bevel up. Got a few of the 1-inch, 2-inch long guitar planes for yeah, those little like finger planes that are like just little guys, kind of like this, except like of quality. Oh, brass guys, those are sweet. Let's make a couple of pens, shall we? Let's make an old style, the old one that you guys have seen me do lots of times, and then we'll make one of the new kinds that I've been making the last few out of, the maple leaf from William Woodwright, penblanks.ca. These one tubers with the little maple leaves around the little rim there. This is a much higher quality hardware, and it better be, because it's 4 times the cost of the slimline hardware. But it's only one tube, so it takes half as long and half as much work to make. But the actual hardware is 4 times as much. So we'll make an old style, we'll make a new style. Oh, you have a Japanese smoother? Like a little tap, 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 wooden bodied thing? Well, those sound awesome, and they do amazing work. I don't want to be that finicky with planes, personally. But to each his own. If it works, it works. If it gets work done, it gets work done. Those are just both obvious statements because they're equivalencies. I'm gonna crack another beer. Then we're gonna decide which of the old style 2-barrel pens I'm gonna make. We're gonna make one. Then we're gonna do a new style. I found, pretty sure this is some kind of rosewood, because it's heavy and hard and dense and dark. And so I made a couple of blanks out of this. I think it's rosewood. We'll do a couple of old style, a couple of new styles if we have time. Depends on how smoothly things go. I've got couple of Paul's stabilized ones to choose from. I got a two-tone Paduke maple in the new style. What pen kits am I using tonight? I have the PSI, Penn State Industries Slimlines, and I have the William Woodwright Maple Leaf. Did you send it to me? Nope. These are old ones that I had in an old box of stuff. Did you send me a Coca-Cola? Because it's around someplace then. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about... I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but I think I know the one you're talking about. These ones I think I got in like a box of wood cutoffs for free on Craigslist. No, these ones I got from guy who died. He left a bunch of his like art-ish type stuff to Nadia, whose gallery I sell stuff at. She was like, I don't need this stuff. There's little chunks of wood and et cetera, and she gave it all to me. So those are that. I think I know which one you're talking about, Paul, and it's not those ones, but I think it's kind of like this stuff. Maybe this is Coca-Cola. It feels like a rosewood. But I don't actually care. It's going to be dark and beautiful. Rich, chocolatey. Her gallery has so much cool stuff in it. Yeah, it does. That's what she does. She just sells cool stuff out of there from local artisans. Okay. Slimline. You need to tell me which one you want. Let me get through them all and then vote. Nara, cutoffs from the Unity coffee table. Cherry. Beckham's saying walnut already. Walnut. Or Purple Heart with a little strip of walnut down one side that's probably all going to disappear because there's not enough walnut probably to actually have it show up. Purple and bumpy. Do the Purple Heart with the... Oh, actually, if I do it with the ridgy style, then the walnut might come at the top of the bumps. That's 2 for purple. 1 for walnut. Walnut. Oh, we got 2 more for walnuts. Walnut's taking the lead. Purple. Beepinel says pupil, which I assume means purple. But he sucks at typing. That's close. I think that's tie game. Push those ones aside. Misfit says purple. Purple's 1 up. Mike says, Stanifer says walnut. Tie game again. I'm going to wait for another vote or 3 so we can break this tie. Beckham, you already said walnut, Beckham. Okay, we need a tie break. Somebody break this tie. Where's Chili Man? Or where's Crispino? He's supposed to be moderating this thing. Should I give a wrench to somebody else? I need 1 more vote. Purple Heart or walnut. I need a new beer is what I need. Oh, Patches. Walnut takes the lead. I'm going to get another beer. And we'll see. That might be all the votes. We might be doing walnut. Going once. I guess there's a delay. I can't really do like a countdown. We could do we'll do another one if we have enough time. We'll do a slimline, we'll do a maple leaf, and then if we have time, maybe we'll come back and do another Panel 1 is camping. That's unacceptable. I'm going to remove his wrench to shame him for spending time with his family instead of volunteer moderating a YouTube show. Walnut's ahead by 2. Bennett's counting. All right, walnut it is. We'll do the walnut, and then we will do one of the slim lines, or no, then we'll do one of the maple leafs. Give the wrench to the other panel. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that would learn. Yeah, then they could just mute each other. That'd be hilarious. They're just muting each other. We'll see if we need a wrench. Some weeks we don't need a wrench. Once in a while, some weirdo shows up and starts being weird. Like weirder than normal. If that starts happening, I'll give somebody a wrench. Walnut. And then we'll do a maple leaf. You guys can vote on that one too. And then we'll see where we're at in terms of time. And then maybe we'll come back and do the purple heart walnut with bumps to see if we can get a little bit of walnut on the edge of the bumps. Because that's a good idea. Bennett's got good ideas once in a while. All right. Walnut slimline. I'm back to full stock on the slimline hardware as well. So we can do gunmetal or chrome or any of the ones that I ran out of early last time. Get you guys stationed up here. Why is that? Here. Ugh, come on. It's all right. It's all right. That's awkward. Well, like that. Ooh, it's close. Move over. Go one walnut slimline pen. That's too low. Pretty sure. Okay. And I'm also having a sandpaper shortage situation. 240, 600. That's 320, 400, 120. Okay, might be okay. 120, 240, 320, 400, 600. Okay, we're all right. Okay. I haven't done a slimline for a while. I've been doing these maple leaf ones. Oh, Chili's here. What did you miss? Oh, just some talk. You know how it goes. You missed a vote. thing is super dull. Uh-oh. I don't think I have a sharper side. I gotta order myself. I have to order myself a new square tip. That's not great. Check this side. Oh, that's better. A little bit. Yeah. Good way to start. Okay, so this tool is done. And all the pens we do tonight are going to have little whoopity-whoops because I can't do a smooth convex with a little tiny circular carbide cutter. Do I have a spindle roughing gouge? No, I do not. No, I don't. Okay, so all of our pens are gonna have whoop-whoops. Anyone ever seen Dave Dalby turn with a skew? I don't know who Dave Dalby is, but I've seen lots of people turn with a skew, and it's amazing. And it's above me. It is well past my level of bench chisel. There we go. We just get one of the bench chisels. Because last time I did that, that worked out really well. It's okay. These are actually, when I do these ones that have little whoop whoops in them, like they actually turn out really comfortable. And they're kind of neat looking. And I can actually sell them for a couple bucks more. And maybe one of you gets to find out about that, because you could win this tonight. It's possible. He's one of those I've done this all day, every day for 20 years type of people. Yeah, that's how you get good at stuff, right? Do it a lot. The problem with these whoop, 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 whoop kind of pens is that you can't then do, like, you want to go with the grain to get rid of some of the little gougy bits, and you really can't effectively do that when you just kind of have to stay longer on each of the grits to get rid of the 240. We'll go all the way up through, and then the custom grit will take care of the rest for us, as it does. Stanifer is about to experience the joy of custom grit. Depending on how quickly the U.S. Postal Service gets the package from the Canadian Postal Service. Could be within a week. And he too will experience the joy. That is the custom grit finishing system. Broke the lid to your vacuum chamber yesterday. That doesn't sound awesome. One, 240, 3, where are we? 320. We're running low on that too. I gotta restock on my little sandy disc things. I guess for stuff like pens, I could use this garbage stuff that I got from Amazon. In fact, that's probably the only place I can use it, so I probably should be using it. Three whatever, and then four whatever. 400. Oh, my last 400? That's not great. with white. I should use the cheap stuff. Yeah, I'll pull some cheap stuff out for the next round here. $400 custom grit step 1, custom grit step 2. Don't have any big gouges anywhere that I missed through the process. Okay. Custom grit step 1. Yep. 1. Available in the Etsy store. It's a joy to use, and it's a joy to hold a thing that is finished with it. Well, not a hashtag sponsored. No, it's not sponsored. I just happen to distribute it. So, I mean, I guess in a way it's sponsored. I mean, he's paying me to sell it for him. So, yeah, kind of, I guess. I now have one less kit. That's true. That's true. And you are going to have one more. And honestly, I don't know. I have never heard of anyone using it and then going back to whatever they were using before. Scott, have you ever heard of anybody? Have you ever received any feedback from anybody that says, like, this stuff's good, but I think I'll stick with whatever, or like... There's our step 1. Thousands of sets and all positive feedback. Yeah, see, like that's a good sign. Step 2. Some of my favorite, what is that? Some of my favorite YouTube channels are out of Australia. Seems like a rad place you'd love to visit. I would like to visit too, but I'm gonna have to hire a bodyguard to keep the spiders away from me. Because I'm not like arachnophobic, but I'm arachno Australian spider phobic. Like, you guys can't probably tell, but that is stupid smooth. For only going up to 400 grit before I started finishing, that's dumb how smooth that is. All right, well, let's have a sip and we'll talk about hardware for the walnut pen. Because I am back to full full capacity in my slimline selection of hardware. So we've got gunmetal. We got copper still left from the last set. That's gunmetal too. We get gunmetal, gold, shiny gold, more copper, satin gold. We're back to the full chrome, so shiny silver, satin pearl, the full selection. So what do we want? Do I always send a 400 before using the custom grit? No, I don't. In fact, the stabilized ones that I've been doing on the maple leaf sets, I think I've only been going to 240 because I don't need to. It's a homogeneous material. If I go to 240 and then I custom grit, it ends up exactly the same. It's a gorgeous stuff. Copper. Waldrop says copper. I don't think everybody's ever voted for copper. Copper on walnut actually works though. Let's have some votes for the walnut slimline. Misfit also copper. You'll let me use up the end of my coppers from the last batch? That'd be good. Chili says copper. Nice. I'm going to use the end of the coppers up from my last batch. Then it's going to start talking about RC trucks. DJ says copper. All right. First 4 votes all said copper. We'll use this guy that's already out of the leftovers from last time. Get to the copper. That was terrible. That was not a good accent. Oh, real trucks this time. Oh. Yep. Oh, come on. Go. Stupid bag. I'm good at opening things. All right. People still voting. How big is the delay tonight? I decided on copper and people are still saying copper. Kyla wants beer this early in the morning. Good. Do it. No judgment. How's the knee, Kyla? Back to functioning and just about full strength. Morning? Yeah, they're in Australia, Mike. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Crazy upside downy people. It's not only morning, it's tomorrow. Go see if I remember the order of installation here on the slimline. It's been a while. Pop that guy in. Then go bigger. Then, hold on. Yes? I think. Yeah. And then you twist this on. Think. Man, because the maple leaf is just so unbelievably different. Twist in. Uh-oh. Did I screw something up? Those threads don't want to grab. Hold on. What's going on? Uh-oh. I might have a defective. I might have a defective. Threads don't want to grab. Oh, wait. Hold on. Nope. This isn't good. I'm not going to be happy if this thing is all mucked up. Ah! Okay. Just didn't want to grab, but I got her figured out. And then this guy there on, it doesn't matter. Not really. Doop-a-doop. Boom. Okay, goes on there. Walnut and copper with some whoops. That's nice. Actually, that's thumb rests right in that second whoop. Pointer finger rest. Yeah, that's comfy. All right, next up. What do you mean copper fail? Just took a little bit for the... Yeah, that's a good one. Good pen. Copper on walnut. A little sweaty. Moving on. Let's do a maple leaf. So, we've got what I think is rosewood, stabilized pink, maple, question mark. Stabilized green, something with spalting. Could be interesting. Or maple Paduke. So we say rosewood, pink, green, or maple Paduke. The cedar burr, pink is cedar burl. Do the spalty one. Okay, we got two. We got a couple coming in for green. Green is ambrosia maple. Ooh. Okay, it's a couple of greens. Misfit just says stabilized. There's two of those, dude. Mike says spalted. That's green. Chili says pink. Okay, so it sounds like we're going to do a stabilized one. Megan says rosewood. Not voting, just telling you what it is. All right, place a vote. Place your votes. Look, I think it feels like green might be in the lead. Kyla says whatever. Patches says green. Seems like people are leaning green. Okay. Ambrosia maple. Now I have to remember if that's the green. I think it's probably the green one. New Guinea rosewood. Come on, dude. I don't know. I found it in a box, and I'm guessing it's rosewood because it's heavy and dense and dark and thick and... Is it New Guinea rosewood? No, it's not at all New Guinea rosewood. It's Panama rosewood. Actually, I don't think it'll be Panama rosewood. It's heavier than Panama rosewood. Okay. Going once, going twice. Looks like green is going to win unless people pipe up that they want something else. New Zealand pink rosewood? Is that a thing? The Honduran pygmy spalted mahogany. That's this one. All right, everybody is leaning to the green one. Stabilized ambrosia maple. Stabilized ambrosia maple with the maple leaf hardware. Have some Brazilian rosewood, but it can't send you any. Yeah, no doubt. I have some Panama rosewood that cost me more than I probably should have paid for it, but I liked it and I wanted it, so I bought it. So we've got these ones. Well, let's show the difference, I guess. I did say I was going to show the difference. This is the bushing for a slimline pen. That's hard to show. Oh, now it's gone. Oh, got it. Okay. So it just looks like this. Just a straight tube. This is the bushing for the maple leaf pen. So it's a significantly bigger diameter. You're leaving significantly more wood on the blank. 27/64 is the drill bit that is used for these. But only got to do one. I have a decent supply of Apatong Philippine mahogany. I thought Philippine mahogany was called Meranti. At least that's what I've always referred to Meranti as. I've always called Meranti Philippine mahogany, or vice versa. Maybe I'm wrong. It's entirely possible. I've been wrong lots of times. 27/64. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the first time I heard the term 27/64. I did that same thing. There we go. $120. And this stabilized stuff is, like I said, it's super homogeneous, so pretty nice. Pretty nice to sand and work. I do want some more stabilized things. I'm almost convinced myself that I need to buy a vacuum chamber and a vacuum pump. And some cactus juice. Was that blue anodized hardware? Yeah. It's hardware is called blue titanium. And it is exactly that. It's anodized blue hardware. Which actually might look super rad on this green stabilized ambrosia maple. But we'll take a vote. There are a couple other rad options as well. Okay, this might be super cool. This might be super cool song. We might just do the 2 tonight, though. We're already over an hour. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel after this. Is this stuff poisonous? I never even thought, like, maybe should I be, like, trying to vacuum this stuff up while I'm sanding? Like, am I killing myself right now? I mean, I know that every dust is not good for you, but, like, is stabilization resin like really extremely bad for you? And like, I'm taking years off my life right now. Anybody? Depends on the wood. Well, I'm talking about the resin itself. Is the resin itself like super bad for you if it's dustified? Does make nasty boogers. Alright, I can deal with nasty boogers. That's the thing that happens relatively frequently around here. Okay, 240, we'll do 320. Then we'll do custom grit. Oh. Custom grit, stabilized ambrosia maple. Green stabilized ambrosia maple. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. I think we do one more. I think we should do one more. I think we do the purple. I think we do the purple and walnut in a whoop whoop style, so we can try and get a couple of little, just the tips of the whoop whoops in walnut, and the rest of it in purple heart. Oh, rad. Step one. Do some step two. All right. And these ones are actually super easy to put together too, because you really only need to press the back nib in, and then the rest of it is just like pushed together by hand. Green ambrosia maple stabilized whoop-de-whoop. Nice. Oh, you're jammed up. All right. So now we get to talk about Maple Leaf pen kit hardware. We have some loud crickets. You guys hearing those loud crickets? We got that blue titanium that I was talking about before. It's literally like an anodized blue aluminum. I'm sorry, aluminium for people who say things that way. We've got something called antique brass, which is literally just how it sounds. That actually might be sick on the green, because the green, it's kind of a muted green. It's not a bright green. It's not a forest green. It's kind of a marshy green. We've got gun polish and antique bronze. What does that mean? Antique bronze accents over essentially gunmetal? Brass and green would be good. This one's antique bronze accents with gunmetal. What else we got? Chrome with gunmetal. So that, I think, is the same as this one. And we have black chrome. So essentially like shiny black. I will wait. Bronze usually greens up really well. Yeah, brass and green would be okay. I'm gonna need actual votes. Patches says brass. BJ says brass. Beckham says copper. There's no copper. Guess again, Beckham. Chili says bronze. Okay, so we got 3 brass, 1 bronze. Anybody else have trouble separating those things? Waldrop says bronze. 3-2. Brass. Bennett says blue. 2 more for brass. We're up to 5. Only 1 blue. 2 brasses, 2 bronzes. 3 bronzes. 5 brasses. Misfit says bronze. That's 4-5. It's going to be tight. I'm forgetting which one's in the lead. Kyla says brass. That's 6 brasses. 4 bronzes. I think. Is there more titanium blue? Yeah, I have more titanium blues. Bronze, that's 5-6, 5-6. Oh, geez. Okay, we're going to need a coin flip or something because I probably screwed that up. Bronze or brass, essentially. Bennett's the only one that wants blue. So there's another bronze. I think that ties it. Let's do a coin flip. I don't think I have a coin. Bronze or brass. It is. I'm going to put the blue nib back in the blue bag. We're going to go with gun polish and antique bronze or antique brass. I'm going to just shuffle them. I've already lost track of which one's which. And they're face down, so I can't read them. I'm just going to shuffle them up. I'm not even looking down. You guys could tell, right, that I'm not looking down. I'm going to pick this one. What does it say? Antique brass. Cool. Now I did say antique. Democracy at its finest. Yes, you guys picked a tie. Actually, there was an election in BC. I think it was a provincial election, not that long ago, where they actually had a tie after the vote. They did a recount, and yes, it was still tied. So, like, we're talking about, like, I think it was a small town, but we're still talking about, like, 7,000 votes or something. And it tied. And then it tied in the recount. And they literally had the bylaw, the law for elections is a coin flip if it's a tied after a recount. So somebody got elected by coin flip. I think it was the last provincial election. If Marv was here, he'd know. Stupid. I'm ripping it. I think that's going to look nice with the sort of muted green. And then we're done, actually. 1:16. By the time we do the draw, we're at 1.5 hours. We'll give away either the walnut and copper slimline or the antique brass and stabilized green ambrosia maple. Got elected by coin flip. Yeah. Well, all it has to say is that they served as the MLA for the region of whatever. They're not going to put on their resume, like, by coin flip. They won the election. That's all they have to say. I mean, that's really all that's relevant. It's not their fault that that's how tiebreakers work. So the beauty thing about the Maple Leaf pens is that I literally only need this part. This actually comes out, but I need that part. And stupid bushing got stuck in the thing. So grab some pliers. There. All right. That's the only part that needs pressing on these ones. The rest of it is just the transmission screws into the top part. The pen actual ink cartridge has a little spring on the end of it. That just slides into the transmission. Go in. Did I do it backwards? No, you can't do it backwards. Uh-oh. No. Other way around. Other way around. Pen goes in. Transmission goes over. And screws in. And then the whole rest of it just slides on. Like that. And then take the little nib off. That is, I don't know if you guys made the right call on the I don't know. It's classy looking. I don't know if, I think the green doesn't pop as well against the brass, whichever one we picked. It's cool and it's classy. And it's a seriously higher, like way higher quality hardware. It's got some Spalti lines in it, or some Ambrosia lines in it, or whatever. You would have bought it if I made it blue. Well, I didn't, because that's not what this is. This is a giveaway show. Okay. So this kit is called Maple Leaf. It's from penblanks.ca. It's got little maple leaves around the little rim here. It's not going to focus on them. There's little maple leaves around that little rim. So, Ambrosia, green stabilized Ambrosia maple, antique brass, copper on walnut slimline. Those are our two options for the giveaway. If you're familiar with this, you have to pick which one you want to win. Don't do it yet. I don't have a piece of paper yet. I have to go get one. These are all written on. Actually, that's probably enough. There's only a dozen of you here, probably. So I got room down the side of this thing. Okay. So you're going to pick whether you want. Let's go with. You're going to say green or walnut. And then we're going to pick whether or not we give away the green or the walnut, and everybody that picked that one goes into the draw to win that one. All right, Beckham. Walnut. Hold on, slow down. What? Chili. Green. BJ. Green. Okay. Fuck. Slowly, BJ. We're at BJ. Did everybody thumbs up today? Kyla says. That's a good point. Did you thumb up yet? Bennett says green. Megan says walnut. Waldrop says green because he wants his pen blank back. Paul, green. Kyla, walnut. Stanifer, green. Misfit, green. B. Pinnell, green. Ooh, if we draw a walnut. Sean McGill, 4 for me and 6 for Google. I don't know if that's quite accurate, but I appreciate it, man. Do you want in on this draw? I'm giving out a pen. Walnut or green? Any more? I'm at B. Pinnell green, so I've got, if I don't say your name, you're not in the draw yet. Beckham, Chili, BJ, Bennett, Megan, Paul, Kyla, Stanifer, Misfit, B. Pinnell. Sean McGill is going to pick walnut. And yes, you do have to pick because you just gave me money. There we go. Last call for which pen do you want to win? The stabilized $5 because I like to give Google money too. Chili Man, here. What do you guys say down in Australia? You're a champion. You're a champion or a legend. I don't remember what you guys say. Both of those things, right? You're both of those things. You're a champion and a legend. Walnut Slimline Copper Hardware, stabilized ambrosia maple, dyed green, antique bronze, maple leaf. That's what we got. Everybody's in the draw that's in the draw. Let's get the adequate bowl down from way back in the day, and we'll have a good laugh at it. It's still got names in it from a previous draw. This will be funny. It's full of dust and it's got names in it from a previous draw that also say walnut on them. You got BJ Walnut, Henry Walnut, Brian Walnut, and Bennett Walnut in the bowl. Ugh. Give me a second here. Just dust this out a little bit. We'll have a good laugh. We'll have a good laugh at the adequate bowl. This is the one that hurt me and put me off turning altogether for a year because I was turning with a bench chisel. Yeah, Bennett, pay attention, man. These were the old ones that I took out of the bowl from the last time we drew out of the adequate bowl. But it doesn't feel smooth. Actually, it is actually quite smooth on the outside, but it's not. The inside, like it's got tear out, and it literally. There's a reason it's called the adequate bowl. Because I turned it on Super Bowl Sunday. And it is adequate. Okay, we're going to write green. Now we're going to write walnut. We're going to cut those out. And put them in the bowl. To see which one we actually draw. And then what do we got? We only got 4 walnuts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greens. Walnut goes in the bowl. Green goes in the bowl. Dude, do I need scissors? Yeah, well, I probably have some around someplace, but whatever. This is fine for cutting paper. It's actually not. It's pretty dull. I should probably snap that off and get a new. Anyway, green and walnut to see which we give out on my birthday for you guys. It's like half a scissor. Yeah. And I used to have scissors right there. Green or walnut? Which one do we give away? What does it say? The walnut pen. We're giving away the walnut pen. And therefore, we've got B. Pinnell. Nope, we don't. We have Sean McGill. We have Kyla. We have Megan. And we have Beckham. That's pretty good, Rachel. You wrote walnut twice. I did not. You saw it. Don't call me cheater. Green was in there. Chili was, in fact, the first to wish me a happy birthday. Chili wished me a happy birthday on Facebook the day before my birthday because it was already my birthday in Australia. Go. We got Sean McGill. Sean McGill. Got Beckham. We got Megan. Happy birthday. Now you're the last person to wish me a happy birthday. We don't know that. It's entirely possible that somebody wishes me a happy birthday after that. Kyla, what? I don't remember. Sean McGill, Kyla, Beckham, and Megan. 1 in 4 chance of winning a walnut and copper slimline. That's not so bad for just showing up and having to sit through this nonsense, right? Drum roll. Shake them up. I kind of hope it's not Beckham. He already won a pen on the show. And I think it was walnut and copper, wasn't it? No, it was cherry and copper. Cherry and copper. I remember things sometimes. I think, am I remembering that correctly? Did I send you a cherry and copper pen, Beckham, from the show that you won in a draw? Drum roll. What do we got? I'm opening it towards you guys. It's back. It just says Beckham, doesn't it? Yeah, it is what it is. It's democracy or whatever we were talking about earlier. Congratulations, sir. I already have your address. I will send it off. Rigged. No, if I would have rigged it, I would have picked Megan because it's the cheapest to mail. Equivalent of a coin flip election. Yeah, it was another fun show. Another good. We only did 2 pens, but we had some laughs. I have a Lily hypothetical question. Totally forgot. I have a Lily hypothetical question that she sent me before the show. I haven't seen her. I don't know if she's here. It's about tacos. I'm going to get a new beer. We're going to have a hypothetical question about tacos. Okay. Lily, hypothetical question for the evening. So you're making tacos, but for some reason, I'm not sure why, you're not allowed to use a tortilla. What do you use instead of a tortilla to make tacos? Hey Google, I'm writing you to let you know I want 1 claim warranty on my super chat. I think my super chat might be broken. There's no way that Google is going to issue refund on super chats. Taco shells are tortillas. That's the point. The taco shells are made out of tortillas. You can't use tortillas or taco shells because taco shells are made out of tortillas. Stanifer's going to use lettuce? I thought we were friends, man. Bennett says waffle. Waffle, would it break when you fold it up? Naan bread is a pretty good option. Yeah, but they're corn tortillas. It's still a tortilla, Scott. Hard shells inside, soft shells outside, the best way to eat tacos. Those are tortillas. Stick to the naan. Naan is a good option. Fried dough is an Indian taco. Yes, this is just true. This is true. Just a bowl and plain potato chips and just eat it with a spoon. You get chili to make you a walnut pen. There you go. You just get chili to make you a walnut pen. But then it's not. Then it hasn't been made by a famous YouTuber. Megan equals smart. This is true. Megan is smart. Giant cookie. It's an option. Here's an idea. What if we butterfly a chicken breast and then barbecue it and then fold it up around the taco fillings, and then you've got yourself like a chicken breast taco. Fried chicken, even better. You butterfly the chicken breast and then you rig it up somehow to deep fry it into the V. But tortilla is soft and we use them to make burritos. That's a flour tortilla, chili. Corn tortillas are what make like hard shell tacos, I promise. But what if the taco filling is already chicken? Then you're just doubling your chicken intake. What's wrong with that? Breaded Doritos. These are all good ideas. Paul's retracting things. Bacon lattice. I've seen bacon lattice before, but I thought at the first time I saw bacon lattice taco shell, I thought that was an awesome idea. But then I double thought, and I think that would be too rich, for lack of a better term. It would be delicious for sure, but I think it would be too rich. Fried pita bread, yes. What if there's lots of good things you could do. I do like the idea of a deep fried butterfly chicken breast as the shell. This is another good LHQ. Thanks, Lily. That was good. Hamburger bun, and you just bake it like a sloppy Joe. Yep. Sloppy taco. Good call. Good call. I mean, you don't need the shell for the taco. Just pour all the stuff in a bowl and get a fork or a spoon. Just eat it. The Palms would just put it in a baked potato. I don't know who the Palms are, but putting it in a baked potato sounds awesome. Putting taco stuff in a baked potato, be like a stuffed baked potato. We do that with bacon and chives and sour cream and cheddar. Why not do it with taco? Yeah. Whoever these palms are sound like they got it going on. A donut without the icing on it. Donut taco. Is it what? The English people you call palms? What? Australians are weird. Is it like a slur? Like, was I just slurring about English people? Saw my in-laws. They served me many delicious things on the Christmas charcuterie board, and it still looks awesome. Oh, that is fantastic. Palms called palm. I'm gonna say whatevs about the palms and just be okay with you guys calling them palms. Palm frites or French fries. What? It's not a slur? Okay, good. Hurry up, you want to come have drinks? You can come have drinks. Maybe that's why I'm still running, is because I'm waiting to hear my door open and my friends to arrive so I can turn off my show and go have my birthday party. This is, however, the conclusion of the show. I'm going to put Beckham's name under the tab for the walnut pen. He's got like 4 of my pens now. I said, you can't come over till I'm done. No, I didn't. I said, you guys come over after my show. And then, in fact, I remember saying, or you can come over whenever, and I'll just come upstairs when my show is done. Can I give Paul the super chat money? No, that's my super chat. That's mine and Google's super chat money. It has to have crunchy outside. Soft tacos are just wrong. No, soft tacos are just fine. They are their own thing, though. Like, there's a time and a place for a hard shell taco, and there's a time and a place for a soft shell taco. And I agree with whoever said a soft shell over the hard shell taco, because then when the hard shell like explodes because you're eating it and squishing on it, all the stuff doesn't come out. It stays within the soft shell taco. So the double taco is a really good idea. Bennett can come say hello on the show. We talked about that too. We talked about actually having him as a special guest on the show tonight because he was going to be coming over anyway. And he was all like, I'm scared to be in public on the internet. Small soft taco with a layer of refried beans wrapped around the hard shell or melted cheese. But yes, I agree. White corn tortilla gently warmed on lard. Ooh, hold on. Street tacos. Where are the street tacos? Down in Washington. That sounds delicious. Do you tilt your head to the left or right when eating tacos? I am a left tilt. As long as I don't have to play trombone, I'll be fine. Yeah. Well, you didn't want to be on the show again. We've invited you numerous times to be on the show. And not once have you taken us up on the offer. Us being me and the Ashwolves. Anyway, apparently Mike is waiting until I sign off before he can leave his house. So, happy 43rd birthday. I think, did we figure out that it was 42? And now you're just being funny? Oh, getting an early start. Okay, I get you. You're wishing me a happy... Paul Waltrip was the first person to wish me a happy birthday for my next birthday. Chili, he's got you beat. All right. You're a champion and a legend. I appreciate that. You guys are all legends and champions in my book. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Beckham, you got a pen coming your way. I will see you all again next week. We'll do a bowl. We'll do a bowl. We haven't done a bowl for a while. I think because we did pens this week. We did just talk and chat and beers last week. Week before that, I was at the market. It's been a month since we've turned a bowl. Let's do a bowl next week. Hey, give Bennett a wedgie. All right. I owe Bennett one wedgie from Paul Waldrop. Set up the grinder. It's in the works. The box is here. I'll get there. God, you guys are the worst. Hey, Beepinel, tell Chris that he sucks, and I hate him now. But then don't laugh after it like I did. Just like be serious. It's like, yeah, like he's so mad. Tell him that there were like just this flood of jerkwads that showed up and started spamming nonsense, and there was nobody to take care of it, and the show got out of hand, and Mike had to start giving out wrenches, and just like we couldn't control it. And now everyone has a wrench, and he's unnecessary. Yeah, that's what you should tell him. Bye for now, everybody. Happy birthday. See you next time. Thanks for coming. This is my favorite hour and a bit of the week. I was exhausted coming into tonight's show. I spent all day out in the sun doing sidewalk chalk down at the art gallery, which was great. But man, I need a nap before my birthday party. And I'm not going to get one because they're on the way. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.